What's going on out of Fear Gang? It is Nick here. Hope everyone is having an amazing day. In today's video, we are going to be talking about masculinity in the gay community. So first and foremost, I just want to say that I love everybody. This is just my opinion and the way I grew up and what I've dealt with, and me coming out at the end of 2020 and it being 2024, what I've seen and what I've learned so far, and I'm just sharing my experience with you guys. Second, if you have not seen my 8-part series and you haven't seen my story and with drug addiction and recovery and coming out and like the way I was raised with Southern Baptist religious family, and then another side of my family, because my parents were split, that went to prison for drug smuggling and stuff like that in a small little redneck town. Please watch that just so you can have a better understanding of me as an individual and where I may be coming from. Number 3, please just be like sensitive, not sensitive, just please be nice down in the comments. Other people may be reading this and maybe struggling, and you don't want to like hurt people's feelings. Honestly, in my videos, I really don't mind if you're saying anything to me or you're like, this guy's an idiot, whatever. It doesn't really affect me. I don't care. But for other people, they may be reading these comments, and just try to be as polite or nice as you can. So, all right, how do we start this? Okay, first things first, what is mask or mask for mask or masculinity in the gay community? My viewpoint on what that may be is somebody where they would appear to be straight, okay? Their tone of voice, their mannerisms, the way they stand, the stuff that they like to do would be quote unquote straight, right? Now, everybody is their own person. There's straight people that love to dance and that dress very well. And there's like, it's such a mixture, right? But I'm just going off of the general idea in my head, what I would think masculinity would be. Now, the opposite of mask would be feminine. So in my head with that would be people that like to go out dancing, going to the club with all their girlfriends, having tons of girlfriends and sleepovers, and like they're really good with like style, and they're just like, I don't know, really quick-witted and like sassy and do all their little hand motions and yes bitch and all that stuff. So that's kind of like what I would see as masculine or feminine. Okay, so the next thing, my experience with coming out as a masculine man. So like I said in the beginning, my parents, one of them, religious Southern Baptist, very by the book, by the Bible. My other side, my stepdad went to prison for drug smuggling, and it was a lot of rednecks. I did not see any gay people growing up. I didn't know one kid or nobody that I knew. They may have been in the closet and hiding it and suppressing it like me, but I did not know anybody. All I knew about coming out and who I was at that time was what I saw on TV and what I read or saw on the internet. So it was very difficult for me because I felt like if I came out, that's how everybody would view me, as like the feminine gay. And I didn't want to be perceived as that. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just putting it out there that was my viewpoint at the time. Okay, so because it was so difficult for me to come out as a masculine man, I used drugs and alcohol to cope with how I was feeling and not being able to be myself and to suppress all those feelings. So that led to me wanting to basically just die instead of come out. It led to me with wanting to be a drug addict instead of coming out. And basically I wanted my family to give up on me and forget about me, so then I could finally be myself and come out and live a normal life. Now I know that is super twisted and dark to think about, but that's really what was going on. Now if you go back and watch my 8 or 9-part series, you're going to see that, and I talk more about it, but I just wanted to give a little background of it. Okay, so next thing we're going to talk about is experience with different situations after I came out, right? Now, for me, I am only attracted to other masculine men. And of course, I'm attracted to older, so I have an age gap. Both of my past relationships have been age gap. That's a whole other video, okay? But I don't know why. You guys, I can't tell you why I am only attracted to that. I don't know if that's what I saw growing up. I don't know if I grew up in a different area or people that were accepting, and I grew up more in the city with more people, if I would still feel that way or not. But currently, to this date, and since I can remember, I've only been attracted to older masculine men. And that's just my experience with it. Now, to the other guys out there that are maybe feminine, I had a couple experiences where I didn't realize that I kind of, I don't know if I hurt them in a way or not. And I'm going to kind of explain that. So my first experience with other gay men that weren't masculine, I went to a rehab or treatment center, and they put me into a room, and this was after I came out, okay? They put me into a room with 3 other gay guys, and they were more feminine. They were freaking hilarious, and I love them. I'm still friends with them to this day. But, they put me into a room with them, so it was all of us in one room, and then all the other straight people in other rooms, which is kind of weird why they did that. But anyway, I'm hanging out with them, and it was funny. I walk in the room, and I'm like, I think all these guys are gay. That's what I'm thinking in my head. So I ask them, I'm like, hey, are you guys all, and they're like, what, homosexuals? Yes, bitch. And I was like, okay, all right, here we go. So I'm hanging out with them, and then I don't tell anybody else in the treatment center that I'm gay. And so a couple weeks go by, and I'm hanging out with everyone. I'm playing basketball and hanging out with the boys, and they found out that I was gay. And so they were like, holy shit, Nick, you're gay? And I'm like, yeah. I just never felt like I needed to say it. And they're like, you're the coolest gay guy I've ever met. You're so awesome. And I was like, well, thanks, man. That makes me feel good. I appreciate it. But I didn't realize that my roommates were sitting right near there. And, they're sitting here like, hey, we're cool too. Like, we're awesome. We hang out with you guys. But I don't know what that was. If it was maybe I just enjoy the activities that the other straight guys at that time liked, and I was just building a better connection with them. But it just had me thinking, this video had me thinking about that experience. And so for me, personally, I enjoy spearfishing, I enjoy four-wheeling, airboats, swamp buggies. I work and do boat rentals, fishing charters, fixing engines. Well, not really fixing engines, but I'm around engines, more outdoor stuff. I'm not into any type of the clubs and the dancing, and God knows I cannot dance. I cannot sing. I literally have no style. Like, my freaking wardrobe is black, blue, gray, white. I think I have 1 pair of dress pants. I have no style whatsoever. But with that being said, I just really enjoy those things. And I grew up doing that. So it's just something that has always been fun for me. I love to go lobstering. I love to go fishing, spear fishing, outdoors, bonfires, camping. That's my thing. And so that's just, I guess you would want to say, would seem to be a straight thing to do. But that does not mean that there's other guys that are, maybe they would say they're more feminine or whatever, that enjoy that as well. And that there's not guys like me that love to go out and go dancing. I mean, I like it. I like meeting people. I'm just horrible. I have no rhythm, no tone. I'm tone deaf. I tried to hear myself singing one time and I recorded it. It was so bad, you guys. Like, it was the worst. I was like, I thought I sounded good when I was singing along with the radio. Not true. Horrible. So with all that being said, I don't know if me growing up the way I did made it to where I'm only attracted to masculine men. Maybe I haven't met somebody out there that is feminine that I'm more attracted to, or I haven't met that person and what's inside, because I know it's not the outside, it's also the inside. But by the physical appearance and the mannerisms and the tone, I am attracted to masculine. So I would love to know down in the comment section, what are your guys' thoughts on the masculine versus feminine in the gay community? And do you think that you are attracted to a certain type by the way that you were raised or brought up? Or do you feel like you are kind of attracted to both? And do you think that masculine in the gay community are more closeted than the feminine? I would love to know your guys' thoughts on that. And lastly, I love you all. Comment, like, dislike, doesn't matter. Just try to be polite. I hope you guys all have a great day. And yeah, I'll talk to you later. See you guys. Peace.